week I'm going to be talking about the fourth of the 4 I's, inspire. And this is the one which most people would classically associate with leaders, especially great leaders. Great leaders inspire, and they move people, and they really bring things together and bring everyone along on the journey. Inspirational leadership, that's what leadership's all about. And they'd be right. But how do you do it? How do you inspire, firstly, yourself to go out and lead and to get up every day and keep leading? And then how do you inspire others, both to follow your lead and also to lead, and arguably more importantly, to lead by and for themselves? And how do you create leaders by inspiring others to go lead? Those topics I'll explore, as well as how do we help leaders, and what have I sort of had as a personal insight on this count around leadership. But just to divide those two areas in half for a moment. How do you inspire yourself to get out and go lead? And how do you inspire others to follow you? Well, to my mind, and for us at 4i, inspiring yourself as a leader and finding the intrinsic motivation to do the best you can, be the best leader you can be, and have your leadership be all about making the world better, it all starts with purpose. And that little P word is essentially integral to everything inspirational that you need and that comes from you. In terms of inspiring other people, well, naturally one follows the other. If you have your sense of purpose, if you're pursuing it and you're doing your most to fulfill it, that by itself should be enough, but it needs to be communicated, it needs to be lived, and it needs to be felt. And you do that by sharing. Sharing as a leader is one of the most powerful platforms you have to convey who you are, why you're doing what you're doing, and how you can lead others to do the same for themselves. You also need to coach, not just be a mentor and share advice and say, well, I did it this way, but you need to coach in order to help people find their best way to achieve fulfillment, discover their purpose and fulfill that as well. But you do also need to teach. And teaching, is a craft in of itself. But as a leader, teaching rather than telling is very much about enabling journey finding and enabling other leaders to find their own paths and their own truth with purpose. So if that sounds of interest at all, come sort of have a look at 4ileadership.com. There's a lot more about what we think about all this there, or get in touch with us, or come back tomorrow. I'll be exploring this topic a little bit more.